Hey, Dave Sepulveric here again with my In Walks a Man podcast and YouTube videos. I have got a copy of the president's speech, the one he's going to give after the 15-day stay at home period's over. Just thought I'd share it with you. If I have to clear my throat or do anything, it's because I'm old and I have a pre existing condition. So, let me get to this. Hello, my fellow Americans. It's the end of that stupid 15-day stay away from everybody, or as I like to call it, work stoppage. Now, if I listen to all these doctors and healthcare professionals behind me, and they are the best professionals out there, but they'd want to shut down our factories and businesses for 1, 2, 20 years if I let them. I mean, come on, people. We accomplished something. We told everybody to wash their hands and keep their distance from everybody. But this, hey, it's starting to get really bad out there. Really, really bad. Painfully bad. Because it's starting to affect my portfolio. Look, I'm sure you can understand. I can't be poor like the rest of you people. And these people dying, let's face it, we're talking about old people. I mean, they're old. Old as dirt. 1 foot in the grave. They probably all had a good life. Not as good as mine. I mean, mine is good. My life is the greatest. Mine is greater than anybody's ever. Well, except for my dear friend Vladimir Putin. I mean, he's rich and has total control of his government. But I'm sure they had a good life. At least compared to some third world countries. Look at it this way. It'll clear out Social Security and Medicare. So we won't have to prop that up with extra money that is needed elsewhere, like removing all these bad, not good at all taxes. Taxes on big business that is stifling their earnings. I mean, if you look at it, how these old people with their weak immune systems, I mean weak, let's face it, they are weak people in the first place. So, from what my medical experts tell me, it's no worse than waterboarding. And that's not torture or anything. I mean, they're just going to lay there, taking up many hospital beds that could be used for people that need plastic surgery. They're just going to lay there and suffocate for real by not being able to breathe, instead of just people faking the fact that they can't breathe. And that's not good, probably. But hey, they're going to die anyway. And from what my great doctors say, here behind me, they say it'll be quick, just a week or two of suffocating. Then they're dead, gone. Adios amigos, bit the dust. But don't worry, I have my doctors. Me and all my rich Republican friends and politicians will be able to stay home with their free health care. But back to you other Americans. Let's look at the big picture. Me. Like I said, I can't afford to be poor. Of course, I have all the best lawyers in the world. The biggest, the greatest lawyers in the world. Nobody has better lawyers than me. And I'll file bankruptcies. So many bankruptcies you wouldn't believe. I can't even begin to tell you how many bankruptcies. But it's going to be big. And I'll still have lots of my money. Well, more money than you'll ever have. And my properties, and my casinos, and hotels. I mean, let's face it. We're not all in this together. You people are you people, and I'm king. You know, lots of people got the flu. Bad thing, that flu. Bad. And we didn't shut down the government for that. But with a stupid pandemic, now our economy's going to hell, which isn't good. Not good at all. Not going to cut the mustard. Not going to put the food on Donnie Trump's table. This is America, and we're not used to not working. Well, you regular people aren't used to not working. I never worked a day in my life. It goes back to me being born rich and you weren't. But back to the economy. My people tell me, and they're the smartest business people in the world, and I pay them lots of money, mega amounts of money to tell me what I want to hear. These smart ones that are working for me, they say that we have an economy that's going to hell. And let's face it, that's not America. America is the greatest industrial country in the world, and we have to keep it that way. Let me explain how the world works. I mean, we did everything we could. We waited 15 days and we told everybody to, wash your hands, stay away from each other, stay 6 feet apart, blah, blah, blah. So we did our part. We Republican politicians did our part. If a few millennials don't mind getting sick and passing it on to their grandparents, whatever, they're going to die anyway. I mean, if they're rich, they'll be okay. They can lock themselves up, have people in protective suits feed them until it's all over. I mean, come on, America. It's only going to be the poor and the ones that are sick already and old people. And some of the ones in the middle class. Hopefully just Democrats. Look at it this way. Like I said before, they're just going to die anyway. And in all reality, I'm sure they didn't vote for me because I'm trying to take away their Social Security and Medicare. So really, what are they actually good for? Sure, they worked all their lives and made it to retirement, but right now, they're just laying around doing nothing. Probably just watching old reruns of The Apprentice. Great show, that Apprentice. One of the best shows in the world. Definitely has to be first in the top 100 of the best TV shows ever. But seriously, we had the flu. The flu was very bad. Very, very bad. And we lost like 50,000 people. 50,000 people. So what have we lost with this so-called virus? Pandemic. Whatever they call it. It has lots of names. You can call it anything for all I care. I call it a distraction from me making money. But really, how many have died here in America? Like 500? 1,000? That's nothing. We could lose like 49,000 more old people and it would be like the flu, right? Am I right? I was never good at math in school. Well, I was never good at anything at school, but my dad had lots of money. Lots and lots of money. So, we lost like 50,000. And nobody was worried about the flu, right? Except maybe the relatives and friends. But let's face it, folks. What's 50,000 people out of 330 million Americans? We can't just hold up the American economy for 50,000 old people that didn't even vote for me. And I'm sure all you young people are tired of supporting them and having to go see them in nursing homes anyway. Such dirty old things, those nursing homes. I wouldn't be caught dead in one. Actually, I wouldn't be caught dead in a lot of the places you people go. So, I'm doing all of you young people that voted for me a big favor. Big, great big, humongous favor. You don't even have to thank me. I know you love me. So let's forget about this stupid pandemic thing and get the American economy going so I can be richer than all of you again. Because in the long run, let's face it, it's all about me. And then my rich friends, and then Vladimir Putin, and my other buddy Kim in North Korea. Then my fellow Republicans who, by the way, idolize me. They'll kiss my ass. Because they know they'll lose votes if they don't. Lots of votes. Many, many, many votes. Why, just the other day, my fellow Republican, the Lieutenant Governor of Texas, Dan Patrick is his name, good friend, he said what most of us think, and he agrees with me, that these old grandparents would rather die than have to suffer. Suffer seeing that their kids can't go to the store, can't go to the stores to buy stuff. And that, my friends, that's what makes America great. Capitalism. Not this stupid caring about old people when people who have weak immune systems. I mean, the main word there is weak. They're just weak, weak, weak people. Let's face it. We don't have any use for old and weak people. They can't work in factories anymore. They can't do my yard work at Mar-a-Lago. If they're not good to anybody, in my opinion, nobody's gonna miss them. We just need the strong people to get back to work and quit complaining and build up my portfolio again. So, I want all my fellow Republicans and Americans to know I care. I care about them. And if you care about me, like I know my base does, face it, my supporters will kiss my ass too. All I have to do is say what they want to hear and keep pushing their agenda. And if they don't get what they want, I'll tell them it wasn't my fault. And they'll believe me. They love me. And they don't care that I'll push anybody's agenda. if it still lets me be king. So they get what they want. I get my money and absolute power and any woman I want and a few worthless, weak, good-for-nothing old people and sick people. I mean, they were sick already. Sick, sick, sick. They die. They're dead. Dead as a doornail. Get over it. It won't bother me at all. I don't know why it would bother you. So, we're going to get the economy going again. And if you're sick, you just go to work. Probably with a mask on. But you're going back to work. If we have to call up the National Guard, we will. We can make you go back to work. We don't want to use the force. We don't want to lose the votes. But for the good of the country and my bank account, we have to get this economy going again. So everybody go out there and be good little Americans and show the world you'll die for your country and to keep our corporations, the best corporations in the world. Gotta love them. I've got a lot of them in my portfolio. Let's help them to be the richest corporations ever. Show the rest of the world that we're not afraid of any pandemic. We're not afraid of our sick and old people dying because we're going to be the only country making stuff. We'll be 5 times richer than we were before. Well, at least me and my rich friends will be 5 times richer. You'll still be working for a minimum wage or struggling to pay your student loans. And if we can, we're going to have to get that minimum wage lowered. Got to help protect our corporations so they can make the biggest profits they can. After all, that's the American way. Making as much money as you can, no matter who gets hurt or dies in this situation. Whatever. Sorry, I forgot where I was because I was thinking about me. Where's the teleprompter? Okay, there it is. So, the best thing to do is everybody listen to me, and I want every citizen to do what they do best. Get out there. Start working. I want everybody back on the front lines. Well, everybody but me and my fellow Republican politicians. Let's get back to building America and making America great again and making me money, lots and lots of money, so I can go back to golfing and hitting on every good-looking woman I see. And God bless America. Well, at least the ones that are still alive. So, there it is. I guess we'll find out in a few days if it's true or not. But I think it looks like his real speech. We'll find out. I will be back with my story later. You all have a good day. Stay well. Take care and share.